All right, we're gonna do a quick self check-in before we jump into our workout. The point of the self check-in is, well, to check in with yourself. We're gonna be feeling our body as we just go through a few different movements. First one being the mountain pose. So mountain pose, we're just gonna be standing here with our feet hip width apart, our hands to our sides, a little air between our armpits so we're not completely resting on ourselves, just a little air here in between our armpit and our arm. And we're going to have our palms facing forward. This is anatomically correct position here. And as you're doing this, I just want you to check in and just see how your weight is distributed between your feet. All right. On the bottom of our foot, we have our heel, the ball of our foot, and the outside just behind our pinky toe there. We want our weight evenly distributed between those three spots. All right, so try to find that. Wiggle your toes around, see how that feels. Are you putting weight more into one leg or the other? So let's shift until our weight is evenly distributed between our hips, or between our legs. Is our hip even? Are we feeling any shifting going on in our hips? Okay. Is there any pain? Do we feel any sort of pain or discomfort standing here? All right, now we feel it. Check in with our shoulders. How do our shoulders feel? Is one higher than the other, one lower? What are we doing? We're just trying to find the most even, neutral position here. All right, just check in. We're going to do this for 60 seconds. All right. After we've done that, we're going to go ahead and go into what I like to call under arrest. From here, we're just putting our hands behind our head. All right, and we're going to reach up, wide sweep. Hands behind our back, just like if we had to put some handcuffs on. All right, as we're doing this, we're doing the same thing. We're checking in. Is there any sort of impingements, any interference with these movements that we're doing? Hands behind our head, reach up, feel your shoulders. Does your weight shift as you're doing this? We're just checking in. All right. Checking in with your body and see how you feel. All right, now we're going to go to a stagger stance. So just, going from this, putting our feet together, take a step forward, step back. Almost like we're going to lunge. We're not going into a lunge. Just staggered stance. We want our hip even, so right and left hip. Weight as equally distributed between the front and back foot as we can. Again, we're just checking in throughout this moment. It's a self check-in. So are we tight? I'm feeling right here tight in the front hip flexor. All right, my back calf's a little tight. All right, I'm feeling myself wanting to shift my weight to my right leg. So trying to distribute my weight evenly between my left and right leg. All right, and then from there, we're just going to reach up. The side of the arm that's on the same side as the rear leg is going to reach up. Keeping our hips even, we're going to use our upper body and reach as far as we can. Our pectoral girdle is allowed to shift. Our hip is not. Our hip is staying even, and we're reaching. We're going to hold this for 30 seconds. Switch sides. Check in. See that tightness in the front hip. My back left calf feels better than my right calf felt back there. It's something I'm checking in with. All right, reaching up. There you go. Self check-in.